Hi, I'm Liz Kligowski, Managing Editor at One-to-One Media. A true customer champion is ready to handle just about anything a customer or their company throws at them. It requires a keen sense of the customer's point of view. Sometimes it works wonderfully, but even champions have experienced less than perfect interactions. In today's podcast, some of the 2008 customer champions share the good, the bad, and the painful in dealings with customers. We asked, what's the best thing a customer ever said to you? Aaron Cano, Vice President of Customer Knowledge and Marketing Planning at 1-800-Flowers, says a simple thank you can really say a lot.
Simple answer. The answer is thank you. No, it's really that simple. My experience here at Flowers, I don't touch customers every day, but during the holidays they should go out and do deliveries. And you really see the interaction with the product and, the mother's face when she gets the flowers, or on Valentine's Day, the girlfriend, or whatever the case may be, but you really see the end result. And thank you is really the best thing.
Janet LeBlanc, Director of Customer Value Management at Canada Post, really appreciates when customers recognize that Canada Post is changing.
I'm always thrilled and delighted when a customer comes up to me and tells me that they have experienced or witnessed a change in Canada Post. They're, whenever they go to a retail outlet or call our 1-800 line, or just their whole experience that they have with Canada Post, they recognize that we're changing. And to me, that's really important and gratifying, because it means that our mission of bringing more value to our customers is working. It means that our interest in improving the customer experience is being realized by the customers.
The best thing a customer can tell Boyd Beasley, Senior Director of Customer Support at Electronic Arts, is that his organization had a real positive impact on the customer's relationship.
A lot of best things that customers have said to me. I've probably had a couple of times where, and I take this on the team even more so than myself, but there's a phrase that has come up in one format or another several times. And different customers say it different ways, and they point to different people, but it's, I want you to know that I'm still a customer because of you. And I've seen that in letter after letter against CSRs, against managers, occasionally me, but for the most part, I see this as an organizational thing. And if I've got 20 or 30 or 50 of these things that come in every year, I just want you to know that I was so mad at your company, and I was going to leave, but so-and-so fixed my problem. So-and-so took all the time I needed to help me understand X, Y, or Z. That I'm still a customer because of you concept is the thing I think resonates so much to me.
And Tom Insprucker, Head of Marketing Operations at Schneider Electric, literally learned the hard way how important customer relationships are to the company.
I don't know that I can recall something a customer ever said to me that would be the best thing, but I'll tell you vividly when you ask me that, what I recall immediately is two incidents of something that a customer ever did to me. And it was very early in my career, probably the first or second year I was with Schneider Electric. I was in field service, and I had an occasion where a superintendent of operations spit on me, and unfortunately had another occasion where a line supervisor of production actually kicked me in the ankle. And I don't remember anyone saying things to me that changed my perception of customers, but boy, I sure remember those 2 days and what those guys did to me.
And so obviously they were not happy, so how did that kind of change your perspective?
At a very young age, it made me realize the intensity and passion, anger and emotion, if not financial loss, that a customer can incur when something bad happens around your product, or when the customer perceives that you're doing something bad to them, even when it's not your fault. And I will tell you, in both these cases, it actually wasn't our fault, but at the moment, it looked like it was our fault, and convinced me immediately that from that day forward, I had to never forget the lesson of what was the importance of making sure customers were happy, satisfied, and loyal to our company and to our brand. So it was really more a learning event for me, unfortunately on the negative side of the equation, that made me realize the richness and the importance of ensuring strong customer relationships and making sure that we were doing everything in a customer base which was adding value to their business, not to ours.
There are two sides to every story. Each one of our customer champions has had a customer nightmare or two. They reveal how even a nightmare scenario, if handled properly, can improve the relationship. Shannon Hosford, Director of Marketing at Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment, recalls how one customer promotion got a little bit out of hand.
Yeah, one really comes to mind quickly, which is we ran a contest in arena, and unfortunately the way it was run, it made it seem like half the arena were winners. So we had an influx of about 500 people thinking they were winners for a particular contest. And basically we took everybody, we awarded everyone with a prize, made sure that they walked away with it feeling like they had a good experience, even though it might have been a little bit chaos at the beginning, but we really wanted to make sure we delivered on our promise, so that's what we did.
Bruce Bauman, Director of Customer Experience Marketing at Avery, Dennison, says he hates to let the customer down.
You know, I think my worst customer moment would be essentially when a customer believes that we've in some way let them down. And I think those are all obviously the worst moments, but at times they can turn into the best moments. Because I think when you do treat them humanely and you do sincerely work through that moment and sincerely do solve the problem, it does become something that really does set you apart. And I can think of many, many times in my career that I've faced such a thing where, again, anytime somebody does basically have a less than satisfactory moment, like I said, to not jump all over that and make sure that you work that with them, I think is actually key to being smart in business.
And finally, Janet LeBlanc of Canada Post discusses how inconsistency on the company's part can cause a customer nightmare.
One of the challenging things that we have at Canada Post is because we are complex and we have many different channels that customers can choose from, it's hard for us to be able to provide consistent answers, consistent and timely answers and information to customers when they contact us. And so we wanted to be able to help provide information on a more responsive fashion. And so we have been trying to understand how we can communicate to our employees that they need to help to make our business more simple, reduce the complexity, help to get our customers the information that they need accurately and consistently, and respond in a timely fashion. To solve this problem, we launched a corporate-wide campaign called the 3 Keys to Customer Loyalty. It's called Simple, Smart, and Timely. And that then ignited a whole series of improvement initiatives across the company that were targeted to trying to put the customer first.
To learn more about relationship strategy, visit www.one-to-one-media.com.